I don't know why it takes me so long to get around to these videos. Hey everybody, welcome back to Half-Life 2. Last time we completed Ravenholm, saw the new zombies in this game. Now we've arrived here and are told to drive along the coast all the way to Nova Prospekt so that we can save Eli Vance, who we met in Part 2. This guy's been saying shore point to NLO, shore point to New Little Odessa for like probably a few days straight if the game ran without me playing it. Anyway, enough wait, let's begin the next level. Right out here, Highway 17.
Hello, Dr. Freeman. The car's all ready for you.
Alright, sure is.
Here we go.
So this is the second and final driving section. It involves this car rather than an airboat, which actually follows regular car physics, so in a way that actually makes it harder. Look, we got a car shadow. That's one weird thing about this game.
Magnet's failing. Hold on. Sorry, Doc.
Nah, you should apologize. Anyway, now we're stuck down here and amongst all the ant lines. You gotta use the gravity gun and that'll flip it back up. Then you can hop in and take off before the ant lines kill you. Alright, so off we go. Yeah, this chapter is pretty much going to be driving along a road with ant lions after us. Yeah, by the way, those are ant lions. They don't have that much health, despite how big they are. But they are a little bit annoying. I missed that, god damn it. Ah, fuck. How did I miss that? Out of the way! Okay, so the buggy is equipped with the Tau Cannon, the same Tau Cannon from Half-Life 1. Only change is that you can charge it up forever now, and it won't break. Where am I? Alright, guys, please, guys, please, out of the way. Out of my path. Okay, here it is. Man, all my suit energy is gone. Alright, let's try and make this jump this time. So yeah, you can press shift to go to a turbo mode. You don't have to hold it. You just press it once. It goes faster. Use it to make jumps like that. You use it for absolutely nothing else. There's also... You can also press space to handbrake, but I've never found a good use for it, so... I usually just press S to brake, like that. Alright. After that, we got this little stop where we can stop and grab some supplies like med kits, suit energy, grenade, SMG grenade. That's it, though, so let's burst through these signs and keep going. Yeah, the Tau Cannon is actually kind of hard to aim with, especially because of the road physics. They cause the crosshairs to move around a lot, and that's not helpful when you're trying to aim at things. Also, the Tau Cannon is bound to the car. You can't take it off. Unless you're playing a mod that does that. There probably is a mod that does that. You know, that's probably not the worst thing, because the Tau Cannon actually feels kind of underpowered in this game, in my opinion. Like, it just doesn't feel that powerful. Okay, so, you may have remembered the guy in the previous part mentioned thumpers. These are the thumpers. What they do is they essentially scare off ant lions. Like, as you can see, those guys aren't willing to come in closer. You can turn them off, which in turn will actually make them come closer. Like that. I'm gonna turn it back on. It does take a little while. There we go. No, they're not after me anymore. Anyway, I stopped here because there are some supplies in here. There's a little secret area you can venture into. It's not really that secret. However, I actually didn't know it existed for the longest time. I found it on a fairly recent playthrough, and now I know you can come in here. I thought this house was just a house. Just a house prop in the middle of nowhere, but no. Alright, now why don't you jump at me? Okay, got you. grab those. Oh, hello, sir. I forgot you were in here. Even though I heard you earlier. I am not... That is not... By the way, I do not think that being attacked by a poisoned head crab after you were attacked by another poisoned head crab will kill you. I think that just resets your health to 1. I don't think poisoned head crabs can kill you. The only enemy in the game that can't. They can indirectly kill you, but they themselves, with their own attack, cannot kill you. Oh, look, it's a... Oh, it's a cold python. I almost never see these. To celebrate this, I'm going to waste a bullet so that I can reload and then pick it up. There we go. By the way, I love breaking these windows. Something about it is so satisfying, like the sound they make. There's also infinite grenades here. I guess I'll not grab them because I'm full. Anyway, that was that entire house. I believe that was... Yeah, that was a Lambda cache. So if you're going for Lambda Locator, be sure to stop here. Though, because it's a Steam achievement, it adds up across all your playthroughs. You don't have to do it in one playthrough. Luckily. I might still do it in one playthrough. If I ever get around to doing it, which I might not. Doing Lambda Locator. It's the last achievement I have left, but still, it's a friggin' big ask. Anyway, there's a ship right there. You might be wondering why there's a ship right there. That's because the section we're driving on right now used to be underwater. I never knew that for the longest time until I, like, read it on the wiki or something, and I'm like, oh, that's why there are ships. But yeah, this whole area apparently used to have water. Like, it used to be underwater. And the reason why it's not anymore is because the Combine is draining resources. But the whole reason why they're here, the whole reason why they're attacking us, is because they want our resources and they're gonna take us, and they're gonna take our resources from us forcefully. Alright, kill the shotgunner first. I didn't kill the shotgunner, god damn it. Where's the shotgunner? There he is. Don't let him get too close. He can dish out the hurt. Especially on normal. On easy, they're really not that bad, but I'm on normal, and they really are that bad. So anyway, in the last video, right before I ended it, I was like, oh, I'll save the talk for next video, so how about I get on to talking about that right after I look it through this thing. Looks like that's my next destination. Can't be too far away. If we can see it from here, then it's not that far. I believe if you don't make any noise, unlike I did when I shot that antlion, you can come up here and the Combine, one of the soldiers will be looking through that. Shotgunner will be that way, and I think the other one is out here. I could be wrong, though. Oh, look, there's a little barn in the draw distance fog. So anyway, what I was going to talk about was these guys. I'm going to talk a little more about the soldiers. I find them personally... Hello? I personally find them more fun to fight than the HECU from the first game. And it really took me a while to pinpoint why that is, because like the HECU has the stronger AI, and they are... The HECU definitely are really fun to fight sometimes, but I found out just why they're not as fun to fight as these guys are for me, and that is because that they have so much health. Like you may have remembered, I was many times throughout that playthrough I was aiming my automatic rifle at them for like a solid 5 seconds before they would die. And when hit scan based enemies have that much health, they're not that fun to fight in my opinion. Since then I have played Free Doom, which is basically like a reskinned version of Doom that's free to play. The original Doom, not 2016. And I found the hit scan enemies there to be a lot more fun to fight because they died quicker. And same goes for the Combine here. And I think, personally, that's how you should do hit-scan enemies. If you're going to have hit-scan enemies that are going to be really accurate, you should make them die quickly so that it can still be satisfying to fight them. Reserve the tanky enemies for ones that are, like, actually projectile-based. It's not hit-scan. For those who may not know what hit-scan is, actually, I'm going to have to interrupt my talk. We're coming to a little stopping point here. I'll talk more about this after.
Gordon Freeman!
Why, hello.
Hurry, get in the basement. We're expecting gunships at any moment. Colonel Cubbage will be glad to see you made it.
The basement. Which one? It's right here. This is the basement.
This steerable rocket launcher is our best bet for taking down a gunship. Ah, hello. I'll be right with you. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. Using the laser guide, you can steer your rocket past the gunship's defenses and prevent it from shooting down your rocket. This will only anger it at first, but if you can survive long enough to make several direct hits, you'll be rewarded with a prize worthy of any mantelpiece. Now, who's going to be the lucky one to carry it into combat? Ah, yes, Gordon Freeman. I couldn't have asked for a finer volunteer. Colonel Odessa Cubbage at your service. Gunship! Damn. Let me just send a warning to Lighthouse Point, and then I'll come right up and lend a hand. Go on.
Sure you will.
Gunship a lesson it will never forget. Remember, use the launcher's laser guide to steer your rocket.
Alright, here we go. Rocket launcher, a lot earlier than Half-Life 1. So, listen to him when he says use the laser guide. Let me make it clear what the laser guide is. As you launch the rocket, you can aim in the air, and the rocket will travel there. So, like, as you can see, I can do this. I can steer it around with the aiming. I lost it because the mouse went weird. Thanks, mouse. And you have to use that to steer it past the guns, confuse the gunship, and get it to hit. Okay. Thank you, NPC. Yeah, the NPCs can heal you in this game. They can also heal you in the first game, but there wasn't really any reason to take them along besides that. Anyway, don't break this. Fucking goddamn, there's no place to hide in this fight. There we go. Well, I did it. So yeah, anyway, let's talk to him.
Well, that's that. I gather you've disposed of that gunship, Dr. Freeman. Your reputation, sir, is well deserved. I shall have someone open the gate for you immediately so that you can drive on. I understand that Dr. Vance is in great need. Use extreme caution when approaching the bridge. Radio silence from that outpost leads me to believe it has come under Combine control. Still, you're clearly the right man for the job. You'll make it through if anyone can. Farewell. And please tell Dr. Vance that Colonel Cubbage regrets not having been able to rescue him in person.
Anyone else know the YouTuber Rabid Luigi?
Hurry on. The Eli Vance is held in distress most dire.
Yeah, Rabid Luigi, the guy who does lots of... Shut up. The guy who does a lot of top 5 videos on video games. I think Colonel Cubbage looks like him. I don't know, I just always think that. Okay, before I drive off, I do want to check these houses for loot. So anyway, yeah, make sure you remember that the laser guide is a thing that exists. I didn't know what Colonel Cubbage was talking about in my first playthrough, and I had a really tough time in later parts of this level because of that. Because, like, it doesn't explain it in the clearest way. Because, like, I didn't know how the laser guide would work. I didn't know it was steer it as it was flying. I thought you were supposed to, like, draw a path and then launch it. And I didn't know how the hell it worked, and I didn't seem to do anything. But no, it's... you steer it as it's flying. If you know that... Oh, hello? Why, thank you, Vortigaunt. I forgot you did that. Alright, anyway.
Drive safely.
Yes, I will. mostly, maybe, hopefully. But yeah, if you remember that, you will have a very easy time throughout the rest of this chapter. If you don't, you're going to hate the later battles, like I did on my first playthrough. So, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the Combine Soldiers. Having hit-scan enemies that die quickly is, in my opinion, the best way to have hit-scan enemies. Don't do what Half-Life 1 did, where the HCU take so many bullets to kill, and yet, like, can pelt you with every single bullet they have. They're pretty accurate. And they're hit-scan based, and that's... I mean, that's fine. I just wish they died quicker, because they're not really satisfying to fight when you're forced to just take all their bullets and then sit there for like 5 solid seconds with an automatic rifle trying to kill them. Like, that's just not that fun to me. And it's the reason why I kind of lose interest in Half-Life later in the game. It's the reason why I don't really like the later levels that much. It's because, like, even, like, barring, not considering all the instant kill bullshit that game has, being forced to take every single hit from a Marine trying to kill them just because there's literally nothing you can do to dodge their attacks, and because they have so much health, it's just not that fun to me. Combine Soldiers, on the other hand, die much quicker, and that is the way that they should be. So, even though their AI is worse, I still think that they are at least better to fight, because they die faster. They can still be... I don't know what happened to my voice there. They can still be annoying, a little bit. Especially the shotgunners, who can kill you in like 3 hits, but... still, they're not so annoying as, like... I wish they weren't in the game. The other problem with the HCU is that they're used so commonly throughout the middle part of the game. I think it would be better if emphasis was given to other aliens. Other aliens that were more fun to fight. Alright, here we got a weird section. So, you have to go into this little vehicle here, and you have to lift your car all the way up there because you can't drive it up. So let me just lower it. I'm just gonna lower the thing. Hopefully it hits it. Please hit it, please hit it, please hit it, please hit it, please. Alright, got it. Yeah, it's a little mini game about timing. So let's turn over and drop it right there. And drop it. Boop. Alright, I'm gonna take care of these guys first. Thank you for standing next to the barrel. Alright, I gotta get back in because I have to, knock the thing into this bridge to lower it. Anyway, what I was going to say before I stopped at New Little Odessa, which is what that was, by the way, was I was going to explain what hit scan was, for those who don't know. Hit scan is when... okay, sure. I'll see you later. Hit scan is when... say, like... it's not a projectile that flies at you. When, like, a gun is shot, a line is drawn between the barrel and then something else. When it hits something else, then it hits that. The line is drawn instantly. There's no travel. Like, I shoot this gun, it's instant. The hit is instant. Hit scan-based enemies are basically unavoidable because their attacks are instant. What the hell are you doing, guys? Anyway, basically, like, if an enemy used full projectiles, you could dodge out of the way of their attacks, which some enemies do in, like, Doom or even Half-Life 1. However, hit-scan-based enemies, you can't avoid them because whether or not the attacks hit or miss you is just luck. So, like, you're kind of forced to take their attacks and kill them as fast as you can. That's why, to keep, like, the satisfying, fun gameplay of a shooter, I think hit-scan enemies are better off dying quickly. Because, like, Doom 1 does that, so I don't see why Half-Life couldn't. And also, Half-Life 1 also replaces the Marines later on in the game with alien grunts. And I can tell that they're trying to make them projectile-based. However, those projectiles, while they're not hit scan, and that's like a good thing, the projectiles home in on you so quick that they might as well be hit scan. And on top of that, the alien grunts are incredibly tanky. Like, those enemies would be so much better if their shots didn't home in on you. I mean, like, I haven't played Free Doom far enough to get to their Revenant equivalents, which launch homing missiles, but those look like they're way better than the bees from Alien Grunts in Half-Life. So those guys are unsatisfying to fight too, because you're still... It's a very loud sound. You're still just forced to take their shots and kill them. You're forced to just take their shots and then put the 2 crossbow bolts that you need to kill them in them, and it's just not that fun. One of the things I don't really like about Half-Life 1. Half-Life 2, on the other hand, the Combine soldiers are fun to kill. Despite that, I often find myself just not playing the game. Like, not playing beyond a certain point. I play the game for, like, 30 minutes and decide I'm done. I don't really know why, because this is a really fun game. Anyway, we got another gunship here. This time we're fighting it alone, but pattern you'll notice with all these gunship fights, beyond that first one, is that there's always a case of infinite rockets. So, just hang out by the case and you should be fine. And you can just keep getting your stuff back. If you keep shooting rockets at it quickly, it won't have enough time to hit you, because it'll be focused on aiming at the rocket. There we go. There you go. Those guys take 5 rockets on normal, which is what I'm playing, but they only take 3 on easy. To the point where killing them is just, it's like over and done with in a second. I think I might be playing normal from here on out. I don't know, it just feels more challenging. So yeah, consensus on hit scan enemies. For me, I'd rather hit scan enemies have less health. I mean, the HECU can keep their AI. They can keep their damage, they can keep all their stuff. I just want them to have less health than they do. That would make it a much more satisfying game. And then the alien grunt's shots need to not home in on you. Because that makes them just fucking cheap. I hate that. I think they would be so much more fun to fight if you could actually dodge their attacks. Because, like, part of the satisfaction with other shooters, I played Doom 2016 since then. Part of the satisfaction that comes with shooters like that is dodging the attacks as well as killing the thing. Like, I always feel it's very intrinsically rewarding when you manage to kill, you manage to kill a bunch of enemies and you dodge most of their attacks and come out unharmed. With hit scan enemies, that's not possible, so they need to die quickly in order to still be satisfying. Okay, so these things are roller mines. They are the thing we saw in Black Mesa East. However, these ones actually attack you. So, yeah, those were used as Dog's Ball in that little catch minigame with the gravity gun. Oh god, I hear them. See, look, like this. This is what I wish the HECU could have been. But with their AI still intact. I understand the Combine Soldiers' AI is actually a lot worse, because they don't really do much of anything. But to be honest, I don't really care. They still feel mostly the same to me. It's just that, like, the HECU sometimes run left or right every now and then. Okay, don't you fucking dare do that. By the way, something I forgot to mention. In the last video, Combine Soldiers can throw grenades, like that. You can also pick them back up off the ground and throw them back to them, which I think is pretty funny. Their grenades take longer to explode, than yours do. Which overall I think is pretty balanced. Like, their grenades still do what they've accomplished, but they're not stupid bullcrap like Half-Life 1, where not only do the grenades only have one distinct clunking sound on the ground, but they do so much damage and explode so quick that most of the time you just die. Most of the time you just die to them because you can't do anything about it. But here, you can actually avoid them, and they don't do as much damage. You can have a second chance after dodging a grenade. I am mostly fine with Half-Life 1's grenade damage output, because it does make sense. Like, a grenade shouldn't just get you half dead. It should completely obliterate you, but I feel like if they're going to go down the very high damage, almost instant kill grenade route, they should at least make it more obvious where they are when they're coming than they have been. Like, I know the HECU say stuff when they do it, and the grenades have a clunk, but even then, still, just increase the time it takes to explode. Sometimes they land in front of me. I didn't hear the HECU soldier throw it, because I was too focused on other things, and I couldn't see it, because once again, too focused on other things. Then it lands in front of me and explodes immediately. Like, how the hell was I going to avoid that? This episode's just been me complaining about Half-Life 1. Let's address the topic at hand. This is basically what this level is. Just driving along the coast, shooting Combine soldiers occasionally. We're going to be fighting Combine soldiers so much. Once again, as I said in the previous video, get used to seeing them. Alright, here we're going to pick up one of the best weapons of this game, in my opinion. The crossbow. Now, returning from Half-Life 1, this thing is the sniper. What are you doing? Hey. What are you going to do? Oh, just going to position yourself there. Okay, what if I kill this guy? They run away. So, this thing is considerably more powerful. It actually packs a bigger punch than the first game. Because of that, you don't receive as much ammo for it. So, in fact, you receive so little ammo that it gets barely any use throughout the entire rest of the game. That's always fun. Oh, and by the way, I should mention this. This is, for all my complaints about Half-Life 1, I think this is the one strength it has over 2. See our weapons? See our weapons right now. This is all we're gonna get. This is all the weapons of the game. I know there is a 6th slot beyond 5, however that's used for something else. It's technically not a weapon. But this is all we're getting throughout the game. Whereas in Half-Life, you got quite a lot more than that. Different types of explosives, too. Here, it's just grenades. Only grenades, nothing else. And for the rest of the weapons, it's just like the base weapons you had in Half-Life 1, plus this thing, which is just a better SMG. That's like the only thing I'd say, plus the enemy variety, I guess, I'd say is worse in this game compared to Half-Life 1. Because, like, I don't know why they decided to give you fewer weapons. They even give you the Tau Cannon, but only for the car? I should not be targeting you first, but I am, because I'm a dumb shit. Oh my god, did you see that? 64 health with like 1 or 2 shots. That's why you target those guys first. They're not that damaging on easy, which is why I probably target that guy out of instinct. Because I'm too used to playing this game on easy where they're not that deadly shotgunners. You can shoot these things, and they explode. Don't stand too close to them. I always shoot them just because, I don't know, feels nice. Then we got a little house with a bathroom that has a dresser that looks like it belongs in a bedroom instead of a bathroom. Then we got stuff. It kind of looks like a small diner, but with only one table. Okay, let's get our gravity gun out. My cord is falling off the edge. I gotta get it back up. By the way, I'm very happy with how the new mic turned out. Like, you can't hear a single keyboard click. Like, maybe you can faintly hear it, but that's it. That's all you get. This is a huge tire. What kind of car needs this tire? Wait, do those say Goodyear on it? Because that's a tire brand. That's a tire brand. Oh, good beer. I see. Good beer. Alright, let's get back on the road. Taking a road trip. So I'm sure you noticed, but the visuals in this game, they hold up pretty nicely, in my opinion. They hold up nicely through the rest of the game. Except these levels. I think these are the levels that don't look as good as anything else in this game, really. I think this game benefits from the close quarters city levels that we've been playing so far. Or even the canals. I liked those. I liked how those look. However, these coast levels just don't look as good. Especially because they also use draw distance fog. Like you can see, draw distance fog. It's also pretty inconsistent. I think most of the maps throughout this use draw distance fog, however, except like the last one doesn't. Or actually, the last one of the next chapter doesn't. Which is sort of a continuation of this gameplay. And it's weird. I guess you could just chalk it up to fog, but still. Alright, we got some Combine here. They're hiding inside the buildings, but we can flush them out. Get rid of you first, and let's... the shotgun is... The shotgun... Excuse me. The guy's shotgun is stuck. Hang on, I got the solution. Fuck you. Alright, fine. Empty out further. There we go. Now I can kill you guys. That was weird. There we go. Got more stuff. Let's get our rifle out, because we're not done. There are more Combine hiding in these houses. I believe that there is a shotgunner right around this corner, so I'll surprise him. Okay, he's gonna surprise me first. He's a smart buddy. That's a grenade! Yeah, you see, grenades can still be challenging, grenades can still be surprising, without blowing you up for no fucking reason, without giving you any time to react. Grenades can still be fun additions to the gameplay, without being overpowered like they are in Half-Life 1. One of the things in Half-Life 1 that still fucking bugs me. Like, I was playing it recently on normal. I tried normal difficulty. It's not that different from easy. It's just that you don't heal as much from medkits or suit energy. And I got to surface tension. I was in the map with the hit scan tank. Once again, really weird design choice there, hit scan tank. And a Marine threw a grenade on the ledge I was standing on, and before I could have any chance to move, it blew up. And it landed right there a half a second earlier. I hate shit like that in that game. Stuff like that makes me wonder why I've played for 60 hours with that kind of crap in it. Like, ideally, the grenade would actually not explode that fast. I would hate if I was doing, like, a no-death run, and I made it that far, and that happened to me. I think I'd, like, uninstall the game. Because that's just stupid. That's one of the things about Half-Life 1. Once again, more complaining about Half-Life 1. I just want to get all my frustrations with that game out. It's more of a difficult game than a challenging game. Challenging games are like, you know, you have to build up a skill set. There's a specific moveset you have to do, and then the game, like, generally makes it harder overall. It's still hard to do, but it's possible. I don't know, the game's, like, fair about it. Every mistake feels like your fault. A difficult game, on the other hand, is a game that's just hard for no fucking reason. It just takes longer to beat. Everything kills you. There's no kind of design to it. The game just decides it wants you dead and then just keeps killing you over and over again. And almost none of them are your fault. That's what Half-Life 1 feels like. And I know there are some aspects about that game that are legitimately challenging, but the vast majority of deaths I have are not my fault. They're just random, instant kill, environmental deaths that mean nothing. And I know that Half-Life 2 can have that too. In fact, it's not that much of a challenging game. In the cases where you die, it's actually is more of a difficult than challenging game. Then again, though, it is a lot easier than the first game. It's a lot more tame, and that's what I like about it. Anyway, enough harping on Half-Life 1. I should mention why I'm going where I'm going. The bridge up there, the train bridge, has a shield over it, and we have to turn it off before we can progress, because we are not allowed through there. So, we have to take this detour to try and find the way to turn it off on the other side of this bridge. And that means we have to climb underneath it in one of my favorite maps in this game. One of my favorite parts. Ow. Okay, now we're on the other side. I just love that slow climb. I love the atmosphere, too. Here, I really like the draw distance fog. It adds a lot to the atmosphere. It feels like Gordon is really focused on getting to the other side of this bridge. Anyway, we're at the other side, and now we're just gonna enter combat, so I'll resume my commentary. Fuck, I didn't kill you? Alright. Hello? Okay. Come back out. I know you're trying to reload, just do it. I'm still right here. Oh my god. I just killed both of them. With one double-barrel shotgun shot. Now, by the way, I didn't mention this before because I didn't realize it, but the shotguns in these games are actually a combination of the regular shotgun and the super shotgun from Doom. You know, you got the click one barrel shot, and then you got the double barrel shot. That's what the shotgun and super shotgun are. In Doom, the super shotgun uses 2 shells per shot, whereas the regular shotgun only uses 1. They combine both of those guns into a single gun in these games, despite the fact... Oh god. There's probably a shotgunner. Oh! There's a shotgunner. Fuck you. Okay. Despite the fact that they modeled the shotgun off of a shotgun that has 1 barrel, you could fire 2 barrels. Just don't ask, okay? Don't think about it too much. There's a guy up there, so I will get him with a crossbow. And I believe that's the last guy we have to fight, or there's probably more in here. I'll get my grenade. No, there's 2 more in here. One of them's a shotgunner. I'll get my grenade ready. Boop! Okay, they might have made it past. Okay, one's still alive. Okay. Killed both of them. And you just want to take that out. And also, I'd love to break some of the glass here. It seems to have already been broken. How dare you? No, it's all broken already. This glass is the one that breaks in pieces. That one is unbreakable. That glass breaks in pieces. It's not really as satisfying, but yeah, it's like that. Oh, no, those don't make a satisfying sound. Ah, sucks. Anyway, let's charge up our suit. And we've made it to the switch that turns off the shield, so we can progress. It's right here. Run. Just fucking run. When you do that, a gunship will spawn, and you're gonna have to fight it. So I'll get... oh shit. There will also be more soldiers out here. Thank you. I think that was supposed to happen as you're entering, but it didn't. Alright. Let me just launch this at you. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. No, stop. Stop it. Okay, made it back to the case of infinite rockets. Now we can fight this thing. Oh. Oh man, this fight, I had such trouble with it. Because once again, I didn't know about the laser guide. I didn't know what the laser guide did. So I just kept shooting rockets at it, expecting them to hit. And I was so confused all the time whenever they would turn around and fly back. Because I would shoot the rocket and then turn away and go back. And that would cause the rocket to fly back towards me. And I was so confused every time that happens. I'm like, why is the rocket coming back? It's because I'm aiming at this wall, and so it thinks I want it to go there. Anyway, once you know the laser guide exists, that fight's easy. So, anyway, we're done. There's seagulls flying around. Oh, I recently went up to Duluth. The seagulls, they sound like people. It's so weird. I keep hearing them. And then I think, oh, hey, that's a person screaming for no reason. And then I realize, no, that's a seagull. I think they've learned to imitate us. Learned to imitate our screams. Our screams of fun. Okay, so you see, there's nothing there anymore. However, I want to show a little magic trick. There's nothing there. However, when this loads, whenever it loads, look, a little spinning beach ball. I'm using a Mac because I don't have a Windows, huh? That means I can't play like 99% of games on PC. Okay. Now there's stuff here. I don't know how that happens. Yeah, there's a regular zombie, and there's now an antlion spawner that appears to have been triggered because the antlions just keep spawning. That's a thing throughout this part of the game. There's also new Combine soldiers up here, so... there we go. Oh, kill you! Fuck, fuck. I'm trying to be cool, and it's not working. Maybe I should just stop trying anything ever. Alright, we shut down the shield. So, actually, that's the end of the chapter. So, next time on Half-Life 2, we'll continue driving the coast, and hopefully make it all the way up to Nova Prospect. Can't be that much farther. Thoughts about Highway 17? Good level, if a bit tiresome to replay, because a lot of it is just driving, with occasionally stopping to fight Combine soldiers, but the fighting Combine soldiers is fun. I didn't go to that house, did I? Oh, well, doesn't matter. There's, like, a few boxes of loot in there. Nothing... It's like looting that house, but it's over there instead. And, the bridge crossing is probably my favorite part of the level, just because of the atmosphere of it all. Evidently, that's... they designed that so that you would get the crossbow there first, because they gave you the two enemies immediately after you pick it up. from long distance so that you could try it out. However, you can get it in the previous map, so. Next level is actually pretty similar to this for the first half, but changes in the second half, so. We're not done with driving and stopping at places gameplay just yet. Anyway, I will see you all in the future.